So I'm northbound on Interstate 29. I'm headed home from Thunder on the Prairie. That was the only firearms or Second Amendment related event that I went to this year. Normally I go to a few. When I go to events like Thunder on the Prairie, I have a better opportunity to film firearms videos and Second Amendment videos than I do, say, from my reload bench or my local range, or even open carrying while I'm walking my dog, like for the Every Second Matters videos that I do. And if I don't go to enough events, it makes it a little bit more difficult to do those sorts of videos. Now, I started this channel, the Squib channel, my primary channel, the channel I've had the longest, my A channel, because I wanted to do Second Amendment and firearms related videos. And not too long into it, I decided that I kind of wanted to run the channel from the premise that Second Amendment advocates, firearms people, responsible gun owners are regular people like everybody else. We're your coworker, we're your relative, we're your neighbor. We have careers, we have families, we have problems, and we have other interests. We're not always just about guns. We're fighting for everybody's Second Amendment rights. So I started doing other videos on the channel to kind of share some of my other interests, hobbies, and things like that with the audience. Now from that, it kind of branched out where I started some other channels because I wanted to do some of those videos just on another channel and not make this channel too spread out. And now I have 5 YouTube channels, and of those 5, I really focus on 3 of them. For more than a year now, I haven't been doing a lot of Second Amendment or firearms related videos for this channel. Part of the reason is that I found that doing the other types of videos were just easier. They were more practical, less expensive, so I made those videos. Another reason is because some of the firearms related videos I've made, I have not edited, or I've done some editing, but I haven't put them in the studio and populated them with tags and set them up to publish and things like that. For me, it's just more work than the other types of videos. Another thing that's happened is over the past year, I've taken one of those B channels and put a lot more work into it than the other 4 channels. I was doing an experiment to see if I put a lot of work into it, would I get a lot of growth out of it? Not that I'm concerned about growing the channel, I just wanted to do it as kind of a fun experiment for me. More or less, I was publishing a video every single day. And I mean, some days it was right down to the wire where I'm literally filming the video that day and editing it and loading it in the studio and setting it to publish that day. And I put a lot of work into that channel. Now, it's been more than a year, and I have not gotten the growth out of that channel that I thought I would get if I put that level of effort into it. So it was a practical, useful kind of experiment for me. But because I was working so hard on that, I took time away from this channel and the other channels. Another thing about that channel is that I wanted to get better at making videos. And over the course of the year, in my opinion, I have improved my skills as far as making the videos and also understanding the things that I'm filming, which kind of helps me to make the videos and also helps me when I'm populating the description section with information and things like that. So I'm glad that I did it, but I've been kind of unhappy with myself as far as not making more time for this channel. And 5 channels, and to some extent 6, because I do the editing and whatnot for my wife's channel. Not that there's a lot of videos on that channel, but all of that takes up a lot of time. And I do treat YouTube like a second job, even though I'm not financially compensated for this. Maybe one day I'll be monetized, maybe I won't. I don't care either way. But I do kind of treat it like a second job, the amount of work I put into it, despite the fact that my videos have low production value. Because in addition to it being kind of a, firearms guys or regular guys like everybody else, I also wanted to do the videos on all of my channels from the standpoint of you don't need to spend a lot of money to be on YouTube. I use free editing software. I use my smartphone and old smartphones that we don't use anymore for cameras. Some of the equipment I buy, like my lapel mics and my tripods, are fairly inexpensive. Some of the other things that I do really don't cost a lot. I don't have a staff working for me. I don't have a $15,000 camera and a fancy studio with lighting and all kinds of, soundproofing, and, I don't use filters. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if somebody wants to put all that into their channel, but I wanted to show that you can make YouTube videos without doing all of that stuff. And one of the things I like about YouTube is that it doesn't have to be high production value. Even though in some ways we do things just like they do in the mainstream media and in Hollywood. You can fake things in these videos, and you can use some of the same editing techniques or use some of the same procedures for making videos, like saying cut and action and using marks and props and just costumes. And I mean, there's no limit to what you can do with this if you really put your mind to it. And it's a lot of fun learning more about it, learning the industry, and just getting better at it. But I don't think I'm ever going to have like one of these big fancy channels, and that's fine by me. If somebody wants to watch my stuff because they're looking at it from like an everyman's point of view, then you get the point of this channel and my other channels. Regardless, I just haven't been putting the work into this channel. I'm not happy with myself, but that doesn't mean that this channel is done or anything else like that. I think what I want to do is, now that 1 year experiment is over and done with the other channel, I still want to put work into all of the channels, but I want to try to get back to doing more Second Amendment and firearms related videos on this channel. I'm still going to do the other videos, but I'm going to put forth the effort. I'm not going to make a promise, because I can tell you this: I have teased about things coming up on the channel or announced things or made promises, and I've seen other YouTubers do this as well. And then shit falls through, right? And then you don't deliver what you promised, you don't deliver on time, or you don't deliver it to the extent that you kind of hyped it up to. So I'm not going to do that. I learned my lesson. But I will say this: one of my goals for the next year is to put more work into this channel and to kind of spread out my efforts a little bit more evenly amongst 3 of my 5 channels, if not all 5 channels. Now that I've got some footage from Thunder on the Prairie that I've got to spend a lot of time editing, that's kind of the step-off point for me. I'm going to see how it goes. I might not succeed. I've got videos going all the way back to 2023 that I still have yet to edit. Nothing spectacular or groundbreaking. As a matter of fact, some of my videos I know people really don't care for, and that's fine, because I run these channels my way. I make the videos the way I want to make them. I make videos about things that I think would be interesting, or things that would be helpful to somebody, or things that might just be humorous. And if somebody doesn't get that, my channels aren't for them. And for those of you who do watch, thank you. Sometimes I'm inspired by other YouTubers, and sometimes I'm even helped by other YouTubers. They give me tips and pointers. And like I say, as I've gone along, I've learned a lot more. Sometimes I even get to do collab videos, which are fun. At first, I didn't think they would be a good idea, but I had a friend push me to do some collab videos, and I'm glad he did, because they are a lot of fun. Also, I get inspiration from the audience. Sometime in the comments section, somebody will make a suggestion for a video, and it's a really good idea, and I'll make a video because of that. It doesn't happen too often. I mean, I have said in the past, I don't do requests. But every now and then something kind of works out. If you make a suggestion for a video and I think it's a good idea, but I don't make a video on it, it's one of the 2 things is going on. Either it costs more than I really feel like spending, or it's more work than I feel like putting into a video, or I don't have time for it right now. So in the hard drive where I keep all of my video files, I'll make a folder, and maybe I'll put a notepad or WordPad file in there, and I'll jot down some notes or something like that. Every so often I go through the hard drive and I kind of audit it. And I have gone back and looked at these folders and said, it's time to make this video. So I've got plenty of material that has yet to be filmed, or plenty of ideas, or plenty of footage that still needs to be edited. I've got a lot of work ahead of me. So I'm going to take the next year and just see what happens. See if I can accomplish my goal, and see if I can get back on track with this channel, as well as kind of put some more effort into the other channels, and then just move forward from here. I do YouTube for me. I do YouTube because it's fun. I do YouTube because it's something that I get to enjoy with my friends, and in some cases, even with my family. Sometimes they get involved. My wife has helped me out with some projects, and we've had some fun together doing this. And for me, that's what it's really all about, just having fun. So I guess you could kind of call this a channel update. And once again, no promises. Well, I'll just see where this takes me. Thanks for listening.